Yo, Tube, what's good? It's Aeghis. In today's video, I'm just gonna look over this game here that I had versus a Turbo Cleave, an H-Pal Turbo Cleave, which has been a pretty popular comp on the ladder recently. Sometimes played with Fury, sometimes played with Arms, and also sometimes played with different healers like Resto Druid or Holy Priest. But the H-Pal version is pretty tough for a lot of people who say, you know, like they just feel like they have endless cooldowns, and hopefully this video sheds some light on you know, what we do to try to work around stuff like that. So first of all, I just want to say what build I'm playing. The build I'm playing is Blink Stun Resolve. So the reason why is that this comp does try to kill the mage with Static Field Totem and Kyrian Spear. What they'll try to do, like what a go might look like for them, is going to be to get you to blink without using to use your blink stun for an absorb without the stun, and then they'll static field totem you into a warrior spear, into a stormbolt, you know, something like that. So as the mage, that's something you want to keep in mind. That's why I'm running heal block, I'm running blink stun resolve, and I'm also running Netherwind armor into this instead of Tinder. But yeah, let's start the game here.
Stab strong.
Yeah.
He's Conqueror, okay, Tony?
Yeah. You could stun for ring. I can get war.
Yeah, can you get war?
Yeah, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go. Okay, I ring this.
Yeah.
So you can see a pretty basic setup here. We pre-sap the shaman. We wait a second to see if he, because you don't want to do it like instantly, because for one, if you do it on the global of the shaman getting sapped, then the rogue won't be able to cheap shot the pally right away because he'll be on global, which will allow the pally to dispel the DB. So we wait a second. We kind of also are waiting for storm a little bit. We time the DB and the cheap shot. I ring off the cheap shot because we don't really want to fear since he has Conk Aura, right? The pally has concentration aura, which would make the fear like really short, so we ring it instead.
Bust. Grounds. It's dead. Yeah.
Wow.
So here we try to do a 2-for-1. When the shaman trinkets, that doesn't have to mean the go is necessarily over. If you guys have read this excerpt in my Discord, I basically kind of explain a 2-for-1. This is that exact scenario that I explained, is that after the shaman uses, you want to fear him low, and then you can swap to a different target.
Where?
Yeah, sure. Cranking. He gets the egg off.
I'm seeing off.
Oh,
You can see we get him
Kill him, buddy.
we get
down to 10% like twice and almost kill him. There was probably something I could have done in the re-CC department to make this go a little cleaner, but you guys get the general idea. We get a lot of cooldowns from this. We get basically shaman's trinket while grounding. We get warriors parry, rally, and we get the sack from the pally. So pretty successful go in my eyes.
sack. Yeah.
Parries, okay? And sack.
So now we're entering this kind of defensive phase where we're both in a double spear. My first global here is to try to blink it, which I'm not really sure I should have done because I'm not sure he's even running Stormbolt yet, but he probably is. And then you can see I'm also pressing alter and images. It's really good to pair them together most of the time.
Okay, I use my defensive here.
I'll disarm shaman on
Fade
this.
Hodge.
I have alter up.
Kyle wants to blind me.
Yeah.
I
They're
don't
going
know.
me. They're going me. I can kind of survive. I think I'm
I
good.
duel the shaman. Just live the way.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Good.
So we lived through most of their defensives, or we lived through most of their offensives through just kiting with shields and blinks, and also my rogue using disarm and duel, which is a pretty good in standard trade that I would use in the opener. Kind of let them dump a little bit of damage onto you, so and then you can kind of self-sustain with barriers, and then towards like when they reconnect, then your rogue can disarm and duel. The reason why you do it in that order is that if he were to just disarm duel right away, they would just tab target him in the duel, and just like then the rogue would have to like use evasion and all this kind of stuff. So it's not typically best to do while they still have their entire arsenal.
Okay. I have immunity. I can cheap shot him. Yeah, but you gotta bring him to me. Bring him to me a little.
Sure. I'm trying to
Yeah, he's
So we're looking to do our next go here. I know I have immunity here, so I don't really have to play around sheer. So I'm trying to get my rogue to bring the shaman in to my line so that I can either get a double DB or a pre-sheep.
He's landing.
I have chance.
Yeah, I can't pre. Maybe you have to chest. Yes.
Yeah, I do.
He blades from my ship.
Okay, chill.
I get pally.
So this was a mistake by us. One thing that you can do a lot if they aren't stacking like this, like a lot of the good turbos, like when they know they're off DR, they will not stack for double DB. So what you can do a lot of the time, if you have chastise, you can pre-chast the shaman, and then I can DB shoot the warrior while my rogue is positioned to stun the healer for ring. But we actually kind of screw up the timing a little bit, as you can see here. I think he chasses and then I DB like a second late, so unfortunately he blade storms it.
Blade storms my shit.
Let's see how
I
like,
get Pally. I get
yeah, let's play this out.
Pally. Yeah, don't worry for me.
I will. I
Yeah.
trigger this. Stunning him.
I can't. I'm in a fear. I can't.
Okay,
get
okay.
it.
Yeah, so this was really sketchy. My rogue Trinket's aggro on the fear, but I'm running resolve, so I can't Trinket and I can't really block this either. Like I was really thinking about it, but they have, you know, like a lot of Trinkets still. So if I were to do it, this guy for sure would not die, and that's really the only case that you should be blocking, especially when you're the kill target. So I opt to not block aggro here, and we just call this a bad go.
Okay, it's just you
Nothing
guys.
else, nothing else.
Yeah. I can reach you, Pally. Yeah.
Careful, Pagan. You have
Just
nothing.
blast. Just blast. Get more. Get more.
No,
Okay,
you.
don't you-
Yeah. I just double for defense. Okay.
Good. It's fine.
Yeah, we're chilling, we're chilling. We can just live forever, bro. We don't
Yeah.
even need to rush yet.
Yeah, we're kind of scared for Kagan.
I used Guardian on Kagan.
Okay, okay.
So I have nothing for you.
So this was pretty cool sequence here. I get kicked, so then I have immunity, and I'm able to just kind of get a full shifting off, which is super valuable. You can see DRs are kind of coming up, so we're looking to start to maybe pre the shaman here for our next go.
I used Guardian on Kagan.
Okay.
I get speared. Warrior does not have Stormbolt though, so I'm free to use a one blink to, you know, try to survive this. I'm not really scared or threatened by stun DRs at this moment.
Okay.
So I have nothing for you.
Kind of bugs out.
This time we're in a sec.
Alter.
On the spear.
I can ray you if I need to. Nice altar. I'm covering
Yeah.
it. Covering it.
Okay.
Nice. I shoot this guy. Okay.
So I sheep him, I sheep the Sham, and then I also sheep Dispel. You can see I sheep, and I'm casting the second sheep with the intent of it getting dispelled. You can see here,
Nice. I shoot
dispelled, but this one's already primed up,
This guy, okay.
so I instantly sheep the Dispel. Most of the time you can try to go off of this one because this is the one that they can't remove, but you can see this warrior is good and notices and then disarms my rogue during this period, so we gotta wait.
One more. Actually, I have a double. I have it.
This one.
Ray you. Ray you.
Okay. I have to
Yeah,
wait for
we
his
can
this
also-
time. Yeah.
So I wait for his disarm, and
Gotta
then
wait for his this
I
time.
can get.
now I'm trying to kind of position them in a way where I can stack them. But what's even more crucial to kind of see here is that the shaman actually doesn't have pre-wall. So if they don't stack, worst comes to worst, all I have to do is DB the warrior. I don't need to land a double here. The worst thing this guy could do is like pre-egg, probably pre-Aeghis Trinket. So this is something that I'm keeping in mind when I'm looking for doubles.
Pally, I can get Pally, bro.
Yeah. He
has
doesn't have
thing, you
pre-wall.
see? I
He
close
doesn't
this,
have.
I
Yeah,
close this.
just go now. Just stun. Go, go.
Right there.
So this is good. This is what we do. I notice they're not stacking, so I call that he doesn't have pre-wall, and then we can just do a 3-2-1 go. We don't need to like have Kagan get the rogue or do anything special like that.
Really good, really good.
Yeah, you
He gets
just
And yeah, he does pre-Aegis, so that's called that.
the egg. It's fine now. Maybe.
go through, I guess.
Yeah.
He grounds.
Spy root.
Yeah, trying to ring
Okay,
this. Yeah. I get frost locks.
The chain harvest back to full HP.
Oh fuck, that was bad.
Love that shit.
So you can see this game really isn't going that great for us. We've only forced one Trinket, and that was from the opener with blind and bust. And from there, we haven't really been able to get an adequate go. But yeah, let's keep watching.
We need just better pre and.
When they don't stack.
Maybe we go Pally more.
Yeah.
You might have to block.
I'll send it. I sent it. Drama has Trinket coming back, dude.
So one thing I do is I block before Caut, because Caut is a pretty good defensive that you should have, and you should definitely want to separate them from block.
Let's go Pally. Okay.
Sure,
Use
sure.
double ring and shit.
Double root.
Blinds me full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fear shot.
Juke shear there, basically right here. I'm just trying to get interrupts out of the way or proc my immunity.
Blinds me full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fear shaman maybe.
He's gonna
Just get
bolt
word.
me in a sec. Full bolt. Yeah.
Grippy.
I can get war. here.
I can get Sham.
Okay,
Now,
3, 2,
Go,
1,
go,
go.
go. No.
So we're all calling who we can get. I start by saying I can get war, and this primes Whaler to say, okay, cool, I can get Sham, and then Explicit knows he's ready to kidney.
Maybe just an
Easy
MD,
3-2-1.
Yeah, MD this shit.
Yeah, I'll try.
Resi is empty.
He's
Resi is empty.
gonna-
Refund.
he's gonna-
Oh,
no,
never
no.
mind. Okay.
No, he ran towards me instead. Kill Sham.
I got intervene on the jump. Okay.
Yeah.
So we get bubble there. Not bad. Yeah, I don't think we used too much either. I think we used just raw damage. Raw damage in mind games.
I need to
Wait,
I have
kite.
chest.
Yeah. This time we're here.
You wanna grip me?
That's a
In a
piss,
sec?
that's
Oh,
a
do
piss.
you have it?
I don't have
No,
it.
you don't have it. Okay, that's fine. I'm just kiting.
Let's go Pally again. Let's go
Yeah,
Pally
yeah.
again.
Pally
Okay.
again. I have immunity. Maybe I
Shoot me,
I
shoot me,
couldn't.
shoot me.
So I tried to pre-sheep the Pally there because my teammates wanted to go him, but I couldn't get it. So at this point, We'll see what happens.
Can double DB ring in a sec. Actually,
I see they're not stacking perfectly, but I see they're stacking enough to where I can root them both and get a double DB. One thing you want to be really careful of when you send this route is you see the warrior actually does have Bladestorm.
yeah,
This is why I was really hesitant, but I just like kind of YOLO sent it and it ended up working out. So one thing I want to note here is the distance between the shaman and the warrior on this DB.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I prioritize war though.
You can hear me say I prioritize war. So I'm going for the double ring, but I'm not going for it so much where I'm going to actually miss the warrior, because the warrior is the really important one, right? Let's say the ring hits the warrior, but the shaman like DB path walks out of it. The worst that happens is your priest chases him. And if you're not playing with a priest that you're super synergized with, this is just going to be either you having to tell him like, you know, chash him if it doesn't hit or something. But
Okay, nice, I got it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Resonator.
Yeah, good.
Sunstream.
No.
so they actually overlap, so we're kind of back. That's kind of the power of RMP into this comp, is that sometimes you can do 2 goes and you know, this is why Blink Stun Resolve is so strong, because like you saw, we had a really strong opener, 2 bad goes, and then in 1 or 2 goes we kind of made the whole game up. So that's the power of trying to get 2 for 1s here.
No,
Eating ground. Double chink.
Okay.
Need to
We're
not
back,
line
we're back,
Tony
okay.
here.
Shaman can die now, okay?
Okay,
Shaman
okay.
can die now.
Yeah, but we're scared.
Static field totem is something that you and your rogue both need to be focused on killing, because it's just really beneficial to kill it, so you can actually move and kite your character.
We're really scared.
Haunts me.
Yeah.
My immunity procs from his Sundering, so this is good for me because they have both cakes available, so now I can just free cast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm okay.
No,
I'm okay for a sec.
I dual shaman, okay?
Yeah.
That was my trinket, okay?
I have to get a full
I
shifting
can free
off
sheep.
with
I
it.
can free sheep. And
I
then
have the symbols.
Send it, I'll bind warrior.
I triple root, again, really sketchy because he has Bladestorm.
double DB, double.
Are you ready?
Just do something.
I noticed that I tell my team I'm only gonna get Pally, so we need something on the warrior.
On war. Anything.
Shaman. Okay.
He actually kidneys the war
can
and then
debug it.
stuns Sham, which actually could have went really bad for us because the Sham has pre-wall, right? So I was kind of hoping that Tony would just chas the warrior, but honestly it's kind of my fault with my comm. I could have just said chas warrior instead of anything on warrior.
Just do something on war. Anything.
Shaman. Okay. I can even bug it.
Yeah, sure. Better be well done.
We get-
He fears.
Yeah, we get Trinket
Fear.
Fear. That's going to be a common trade that warriors make into this matchup, is Trinket Fear. It's really hard to kill through a Trinket Fear unless you guys both aggro Trinket. So what you can do to kind of take measures against this is that you can try to like DB, land the sheep on warrior or whatever it is that you're getting on warrior, and then kind of just take 1 step away from the warrior. Just kind of space yourself.
When next go, okay?
Okay. I don't have games.
I have disarm. I disarm the spear,
I
okay?
couldn't blink
Good
it.
guy here,
Yeah.
maybe.
I tried to
Yeah,
bug the
that's
spear, it didn't
sketchy.
work.
I'm gonna bomb you.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe
scared.
You might have to blind Shaman in 4, okay?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So something we do a lot in 2s, and me and Explicit that we do this a lot in 2s, is we like to blind for preemptive purposes. And I noticed that I'm really dead here because my healer doesn't have Ray Guardian, doesn't really have Trinket. I have no block, I have no altar, I have no blink stun, I have no barriers. Like, I'm actually really toast here. So I kind of say that we need to pre-blind this guy, purely defensive, but also kind of helps us offensively in a way too.
I'm gonna bind it for pre, I swear.
Yeah, good.
Binding him now.
Good.
I got war stumped.
So this was really good
No,
by
this
us.
is-
Really good by Explicit to pre-blind and then basically double stun. If we were a bit cleaner, it would have been stun on warrior and DB sheep on Pally. This would have removed the ability of him to actually press a bop here, which he doesn't. So we got a little bit lucky, but still pretty clean go regardless.
Kill. It's over.
Slash wave. Goes to UI.
He could have bopped that sheep and sacked, yeah.
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 But yeah, anyways, that's kind of, you know, what I have for this matchup. As you can see, a lot of it is just trying to self-sustain as the mage and trying to live, and a lot of it is also trying to get those goes with ring. Ring is really important in this matchup. As of today, actually, the 25th of April, it'll be tomorrow when the hot fixes go out, but yeah, they actually did nerf the HPAL conduit a little bit, so I'm interested to see if that's going to help in this matchup and maybe open up fear as a better tool. But anyways, that's all I really have for now, and peace out.